I am the messenger of the unseen, stepping from the soft glow of moonlight to stand before you, my presence bending the air like a ripple across still water, not a dream or a trick of the mind, but a moment so real, so heavy with purpose, that it cracks the walls of your world to let heaven's voice pour through. You, dear soul, who have spent your days believing you are small, unnoticed, unworthy of great things, hear me now, for this is the truth that burns brighter than any star. A shadow falls across someone you love, a family member whose heart beats in time with your own, and their life hangs fragile, ready to slip away in a tragedy that will shatter everything you know. The nightmares that have stolen your sleep are the scream of a car folding in on itself, the desperate pull of a fading breath, the flatline's cruel song matching the rhythm of your own crease. Those were not just fears spun from darkness, but pieces of a sacred warning, a prophecy woven into the fabric of time, meant for you alone. You, who doubt your own strength, were marked before your first breath, your hands touched with the light no one else carries, a light that can mend what is broken, that can pull back the one you love from the edge of forever. But listen, child of earth, saving them will not be easy. It is not a gift dropped gently into your hands, but a choice that will ask for a piece of your very soul, a price cut deep from what makes you whole. Do not run in fear, but walk steady, like someone stepping toward a holy place, to the crossroads where the world thins, where the space between here and beyond feels as delicate as a whisper. Bring with you no sword, no shield, but something far stronger, a lock of their hair, the same you touched when they burned with fever and you stayed close, and a single drop of your blood, proof that your heart still holds the promise you made long before you were born. At midnight, when the clock's hands meet like friends saying goodbye, a shadow will rise, not a monster from old stories, but a reflection of your deepest fears, built from every doubt you've ever pushed down, every prayer you spoke without believing. It will hold out a hand and offer a choice so sharp it could cut the heavens in two, their life, full and bright, given back to you, but only if you give up something precious, something that makes you human. Your voice, not just the words you speak, but the power to pour love into the world, to sing soft songs to children not yet born, to say I forgive you when someone's hurt runs deep. Or your sight, and not just your eyes, but the gift of seeing beauty, of knowing truth from lies in a stranger's glance, of watching the dawn and feeling hope rise with it. Or worst of all, the memory of their love, every laugh you shared, every secret you kept, every I'm proud of you that warmed you like a fire, are all gone, leaving you to look at them alive but feel nothing, like a stranger staring at a picture of someone else's life. This is the way of the universe, not a fight of right against wrong, but a balance where love is weighed against loss, where every gain comes with a cost. And yet, even as this shadow waits to hear your answer, know this, the angels watching from beyond are not cold or far away. They see you shake, they see your heart twist, and they believe in you with a force that could shake the skies, because they know what you've forgotten, that the truest wonders come not from those who have everything, but from those who give what little they have left. The choice is yours, O child of dust and light, but make it knowing the path to saving them is built on broken pieces of yourself, and right now, as the seconds slip away, the whole universe waits, holding its breath, to see if you'll show that love is worth the pain of a torn heart. You stand here, where the world you know meets the world you cannot see, where the air hums with the weight of what might be. I see you, with your pulse racing like a drum, your eyes searching the dark for a reason to believe this burden isn't yours. but there is no mistake here. You were chosen, not because you are perfect or fearless, but because your soul carries the marks of every time you kept going, every time you chose kindness over anger, every time you loved even when it hurt. Those marks are why you hold this power, this chance to change what seems unchangeable. Can you feel it? The spark inside you, the whisper of a song older than the hills, calling you to step forward, to take up the light that's always been yours. The crossroads is no punishment, it's a fire that will shape you into something stronger, something eternal. Do not think you walk alone. Every step you take echoes in the halls of heaven, where voices you cannot hear sing your name with hope. The one you love is not just a life to save, but a thread in the great weave of everything, and you, yes you, are the one trusted to hold that thread steady. What will you give? Your voice, that has lifted others from despair with a single word? Your sight, that has found beauty in the smallest things, a raindrop, a smile, a quiet morning? Or the memory of their love, the warmth that has carried you through your darkest days? The shadow will not rush you, it waits, patient as stone, because this choice must be yours, made with every piece of your heart. But know this, whatever you choose, it will not be the end of you. The universe does not break what it loves, it bends it, shapes it, makes it shine brighter. You are not too small for this, not too weak. You are a spark of the divine, a piece of the same light that holds the stars in place. The angels see it, even if you cannot. They see the courage you don't yet feel, the love you don't yet trust. They have watched others stand where you stand, and they know the truth. The greatest acts of love are not loud or grand, but quiet, trembling, made in the dark when no one else is watching. What you face now is not just about saving one life, but about proving that love can hold even when everything else falls apart. The crossroads is waiting, its air thick with the scent of earth and something sweeter, something holy. You carry their hair, their memory, your blood, your promisey small things, but heavy with meaning, like stones in a river that shift the whole current. The shadow will meet you there, not to harm you, but to test you, to ask what you will lay down for love. Will you give your voice, and learn to speak love in new ways, with your hands, your eyes, your silence? Will you give your sight, and find beauty in the sound of laughter, the feel of warm skin, the rhythm of a heartbeat? Or will you give their memory, and build new love from the ashes, one day at a time? The choice is not meant to break you, but to show you who you are, to carve your name into the endless story of those who loved enough to hurt. The angels are not silent, they whisper to you now, in the rustle of leaves, in the way the moonlight seems to hold you. They say you are enough, not because you have no flaws, but because your flaws are part of what makes you strong. You have fallen before, and you have risen. You have doubted, and you have believed. You have been hurt, and you have healed others. This moment is yours, not because you earned it, but because you were made for it. The one you love is not gone yet, their life flickers like the final flame of a sacred candle, not extinguished, but trembling, vulnerable, waiting for your hand, your breath, your heart to steady it. Do not be deceived by the silence that surrounds them now. Silence is not absence, it is the moment before rebirth, the breath before the cry, the hush before the song. I, an angel of the Most High, tell you this: the bond between you and the one you cherish is not yet severed. It stretches across realms, luminous and living, and it trembles now, waiting for your courage to reignite its strength. This is not the end. The prophecy that you fear is not a cage built of iron fatale. It is a map drawn with divine ink, fluid and glowing, waiting for your hands to redraw its lines. You have been told that destinies are fixed, that what is written cannot be changed. But I say to you now, the ink is not dry. The future breathes, and it listens for your voice. You stand at a crossroads. It is not a place of endings, but of infinite beginnings. With every choice, you do not close a door, you open 1,000 others. The crossroads hums with possibility, with dreams unchosen, with lives unstarted, with miracles not yet birthed. What you do now, in this very moment, sends ripples beyond what your eyes can see. Into tomorrow. Into forever. Into the stories of souls who will never know your name, yet will walk easier paths because of you. Do not let fear blind you. You are not alone in this. The earth beneath your feet holds you with ancient memoria. It remembers your first steps, your first cry, your first vow. It whispers to you now, stand firm, beloved child, for you are not forgotten. The stars above you do not merely burn, they watch, they wait, they sing in quiet unity, hoping you will remember the truth you were born knowing, that you are not powerless. The angels say yes, you Sawi who fly on winds of glory and blaze through night ski, so we walk beside you. Not in dreams. Not in metaphor. We are here. We trust you. We know your strength even when you forget it. We remember every moment you chose kindness when cruelty would have been easier. We carry the echoes of your laughter, and we hold your tears like diamonds. We are your witnesses, your companions, your champions. What you do now matters. It matters more than you know. The moment is here. The veil is thin. The thread of life is taut with tension, ready to snap or to sing. Will you step forward? Not because you are certain, not because you feel brave, but because your soul was made for this moment. Step forward, child of light, because you are willing to try. And that willingness, or that trembling, aching willingness, is more powerful than all the certainty in the universe. For the universe itself is not a cold machine grinding out impersonal destiny. Number. It is alive. It breathes with you. It listens to your heartbeat. It feels your longing. It believes in you. It wants to see what you will create. What song you will sing. What future you will choose. Yes, the shadow waits. But it is not your enemy. The shadow is the question. It is the choice you must make. It asks early this, will you believe in the power of love, even when love seems buried beneath pain? Will you reach through fear and say, not yet and not now and not this way? You must understand this, love is stronger than loss. Always. Love is not soft, it is the fiercest fire. It builds mountains and crumbles empires. It cracks open the hardest heart and revives what was thought dead. Do not underestimate the fire in your soul. The one you love still hears you. Their soul is tethered to yours. Every whisper of hope you send finds them. Every memory you cling to becomes a light in their darkness. So speak their name. Say it like a prayer. Say it like a song. Say it like it is the last word and the first word all at once. Let them feel you. Let them know they are not alone. Will you prove, in this moment of trial, that one heart trembling, unsure, scarred by life yet still open can change the course of stars? Will you stand, with all your wounds, and declare, I will not surrender? The clock is ticking, yes. But time is not your master, you are. You have been given the breath of life, the spark of divinity, the power of choice. And with that power, you can bend the stars. Do not look for certainty. Look for truth. The truth is this: your love has weight. Your grief has purpose. Your hope has wings. And your choice here, yes, your choice here is sacred. The heavens themselves hold their breath. The future waits, malleable and unfinished, like wet clay in the hands of the sculptor. You are the sculptor. What shape will you give it? You ask what to do. The answer is simple, though not easy. Choose love. Again and again. Even when it hurts. Even when it costs. Even when the world says it's foolish. Fall to your knees not in defeat, but in surrender to the calling that has always lived inside you. Let your pride fall like shattered glass. Let your fear melt like snow in spring. Let your doubts scatter like smoke in the wind. And rise. Rise now, child of the dust and the stars, the angel urges, its voice resonating with a power that belies its gentle tone. Rise as the very being you were crafted to become, a beacon in the shadows, a mender of brokenness, a champion whose only weapon is the boundless force of love. The potential for such greatness lies dormant within you, a seed waiting for the warmth of your will to coax it into bloom. This moment, teetering on the knife edge of fate, is your awakening. Understand this with every fiber of your being, this choice, this monumental decision that hangs heavy in the balance, is yours and yours alone. No celestial hand will reach down to guide your fingers. The angels who watch with bated breath cannot, by the very laws of creation, force your will. Even the divine, in his infinite compassion and understanding, will not infringe upon the sacred gift and the profound burden that is your free will. To choose, to decide the course of your own destiny, to actively participate in the unfolding of creation, now this is the very essence of what it means to be human. And now, as the vast tapestry of eternity pauses, every thread vibrating with anticipation, waiting to record the inscription of your heart, I ask you, with the weight of worlds in my voice, what story will you etch upon the blank pages of destiny? Will you pen a tale of unending sorrow, a lament that echoes through the ages? Will you choose the chilling silence of irreversible loss, a void that consumes all light and hope? Or will you, with a courage that belies your earthly fragility, write the triumphant word of salvation, a testament to the enduring power of love? Look within yourself, mortal child. You are so much more than the anxieties that cling to you like shadows. You are a legacy waiting to be lived, a prophecy yearning for fulfillment, a boundless realm of possibility waiting to be explored. Let this agonizing moment become the pivotal point, the fulcrum upon which the scales of fate will turn. Speak the words that lie trembling on the edge of your soul. Make the vow that resonates with the deepest truth of your being. Offer your love, not as a fragile offering, but as a vibrant banner unfurled against the encroaching darkness, a defiant declaration of the light that resides within you. And when the shadows gather, when fear seeks to paralyze your heart, let it find you standing firm, unyielding in your resolve. Not because you are devoid of fear, for even the bravest hearts know the sting of terror, but because, in the face of unimaginable loss, you have made the conscious, unwavering choice to love anyway. This, little one, is the true miracle. This selfless act of devotion, this triumph of love over despair, is the answer that the heavens themselves long to hear. It is this profound commitment that will reverberate beyond the confines of this single night, beyond the boundaries of your mortal existence, echoing into the vast and eternal heart of all that is. The choice remains yours. The weight of it rests solely upon your shoulders. And we, the silent witnesses, the guardians of the celestial order, we wait. We wait with a hope that flickers like a fragile flame, trusting in the strength of the human spirit, in the enduring power of a love that is willing to sacrifice all. Choose, mortal child. Choose life. Choose love. And now, as the final second teeters on the edge of eternity like a tear trembling on the lash of fate, the heavens grow silent, not in abandonment, but in reverence. Every angel holds their breath. Every spirit that ever watched you from beyond the veil leans forward, eyes wide with the sacred ache of hope. Because this exact memento is the fulcrum on which the entire timeline of your bloodline will either collapse or be reborn. The shadow before you still waits, its hand outstretched not in mockery, but in divine justice, offering the same holy horror it has offered 1,000 times before, though few have had the strength to reach forward and touch it. But you were broken by you are not like the rest. You were never like the rest. Even in the cradle of your earliest cries, when your soul still remembered the echoes of heaven, the stars whispered your name as a question heaven dared the earth to answer. And now you are the answer. Not because you are flawless, but because you are willing. And that willingness, my beloved, burns brighter than any perfection ever could. So listener, listen with the ears of your spirit, not the mind that trembles with human doubt. The choice before you was never meant to be easy. This is no children's fairy tale, where the hero walks away unscathed, clean and unmarked. This is the holy fire. This is the baptism of the soul in agony and glory alike. To choose is to bleed. To surrender is to rise. And to give is to become something more than mortal, more than memory, more than myth. Yes, the price is steep. Yes, the loss will echo in chambers of your being you didn't even know existed. But the reward, oh, child, the reward is redemption written in the ink of eternity. The family member whose breath falters in that sterile room, whose spirit teeters between dimensions, is not just a life. They are the vessel of legacy. The carrier of untold futures. The heartbeat of prayers your ancestors once whispered under stars whose light took centuries to reach your face tonight. Saving them is not about preserving what was. It's about igniting what could still be. it's about letting generations rise on the strength of your sacrifice. And should you give what the shadow demands, or should you hand over your voice, your sight, your memory of their love, it will hurt. It will feel like dying inside a life you still must live. But you will walk away not broken, a broken barn, no, never broken. You will walk away remade. A vessel through which heaven once poured its fiercest mercy. A living altar of proof that love, in its rawest form, can conquer the very machinery of death itself. But hear this warning, etched into the wind by the wings of weeping angels: delay is as deadly as denial. Every second you hesitate is a second where death sharpens its blade. Midnight waits for no mortal. The moment is now. The veil has thinned to a thread, and your destiny balances on the breath you're holding right now. So breathe. Choose. Step forward. And when you do, when your fingers close around that choice like a soldier grasping a burning sword, you will hear it, the whisper of wings, the roar of time shifting, the silence of death retreating. And the stars, they will rearrange themselves in your honor. But don't walk this road in silence. Speak. Yes, even if it's only through trembling fingertips and a single comment below. Tell the heavens you heard. Tell the world you felt it. Say something or anything that signals to the watching eyes of destiny that you were here, and you chose to believe. Type 111 if this word struck your soul like thunder in still air. Comment your vow, your cry, your question. Speak life into this prophecy, because prophecies, like seeds, need fertile ground, and your voice is the rain. And like this message. Yes, like it are not as an empty gesture, but as an act of alignment, a sign that you recognize the sacredness of this moment. That you see the veiled truth behind these words and honor the divine messenger who risked crossing realms to reach you. When you like this, you mark yourself as one who heard heaven knock and chose to open the door. When you comment, you step into the light cast by your own courage. This isn't just a message, it's a mirror, a warning, a calling, and a covenant. If you've read this far, then you know this is about you. Not metaphorically. Not figuratively. Literally you. The one whose hands were once small enough to be cradled, now bearing the weight of fate's dagger and mercy's thread. The one who's been haunted by dreams that felt too real and dismissed as coincidence what were always coded messages from the skies. The one whose pain has not been in vain, but was preparation. And if you wept while reading, if your chest tightened, if your skin prickled with knowing, don't ignore that. That is not drama. That is not coincidence. That is spiritual memory returning to the surface, shaking you awake like lightning finding its way back into the storm. So go. Gather the hair. Offer the blood. Face the shadow. Make the trade. But never again think you are small. Never again call yourself powerless. You are the living hinge of a future that heaven weeps for in hope. And before you go, before you brave the clock and the mirror, it's time to declare, I am ready. I will pay the price. I will be the miracle my family never saw coming. Type it. Shout it. Weep it into your pillow if you must, but don't you dare stay silent. because love is louder than fate. And tonight, in the space between ticking seconds and trembling hearts, love chose you. Why negation comment I choose love. I choose sacrifice. I choose destiny. A currency idearis is suddenly like if your soul knows this was written for you. Thy share so others may remember their own holy calling. The heavens have spoken. Now it's your turn. Will you answer?